Hello, my HCG family. Let me take these off. Oh my gosh. Holy guacamole. I am whooped. I tell ya, taking care of these old people is wearing this old person out. I think I hurt my back this time. Took my dad to the doctor, and of course the driveway's iced up. You know, there's snow that's going to be here, I guess, indefinitely. I know that's not so, but, you know, please, we're tired of it. Let's move on. Let's get on with the weather life, like spring, tulips, daffodils. So got my dad to the doctors, and, you know, it was just a GP, so, you know, really, GPs, they don't do too much. I mean, my goodness, they don't even listen to their heart, look at their eyes, look in their ears, look up their nose. They don't do nothing anymore. They do this. 100, 200, 300. Okay, that's enough of my medical rant. I spared you all the whole hospital rant. Oh, it's ugly. It's ugly. Okay, so let's see. I woke up today. Today's day 2 of very low calorie, January 29th. This is round 6, and I woke up to 1 pound loss. Release, loss. It has been mostly losses because I have found them again. I searched high and low for them in all the wrong places, but this time I'm done, except, okay, I'm doing all this cooking. My dad weighs like 144 pounds. Before he had a stroke 8 years ago, he weighed like 245 pounds. Now, mind you, he was the biggest he'd ever been because the man worked at the airport after he retired from the gas company, and working at the airport, and he was a supervisor for security, and they had donuts there. Well, my dad is a closet sweet eater. We weren't allowed to have sweets in the house hardly at all. I mean, the sweetest thing we could have in the house was Raisin Bran cereal. I'll tell you, that's, you know, and it was good. I like Raisin Bran. To this day, I could probably sit down and eat a whole box of Raisin Bran cereal. But he would let us, when Mom was out of town, get some Captain Crunch, and that's like you pour milk on sugar cubes. But anyway, I said all that to say this. He now weighs 144 pounds, give or take a couple of pounds. It's hard weighing him. He's 6'1". The man eats like they're even in the hospital. I mean, he ate 3 square meals a day, and let me tell you something. He was pretty close to licking the plate in the hospital. Now, you know, he can eat when you're licking the plate in the hospital. I mean, pudding, cookies, vanilla wafers. I mean, he'd want 2 or 3 desserts if he could get it. So, but he eats food. So, I mean, before you get lunch done, the man's already talking about dinner. Before you get breakfast, you know, what's for lunch? So, feeding them, and then guess what my dad decides to do? I'm drinking tea. I haven't drank coffee in a couple of days because my stomach was upset. And so I'm drinking this tea, and I brought me 3 bags of this, tea bags of the vanilla spice, and some Smooth Move, and some green tea, and some St. John's wort tea. So I'm making me a cup of tea, vanilla spice, and my dad's sitting in his chair, and he's watching me in the kitchen because he comes in the kitchen. He likes to watch me cook. And apparently my mother likes to watch it too because she's laid out the whole menu. You know what? I got to quit touching myself. I noticed yesterday's vlog. I am like, I was like, I'm hollering at myself saying, stop touching yourself. That's disgusting. Quit it. Oh. So, I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit on my hands. Can I do it? What was they saying? Oh, yeah. So he goes, I think I'd like to have a cup of tea. And I'm okay, Dad. So I get, my vanilla spice out. And I just give him my cup that was already sitting there steeping. So he has that. And I said, do you want coconut sugar in it or do you want honey? Oh, it don't matter, whatever, I said, okay. So I put coconut sugar. I had a little bit of that left over and put that in there. And then I put like a teaspoon of half and half. I give that to him. I mean, he chuckled that sucker down. So he wanted another cup. I'm not kidding you. Right after that cup, another cup. I haven't even had my first cup yet. So I'm already trying to make my cup. I said, okay, Dad, can you take it easy and we can have a cup of tea together? Okay. So make the other cup. He drinks that. He's wanting another cup. Now, I just want you to know, my dad, since he's had surgery in that, he's in a wheelchair. He can't use his walker to walk himself to the restroom. And since he had a stroke on the right side, it's hard for him to say, okay, I got to use his right side to move the wheelchair. Quit. Dog's licking my elbow. So I have to push him, and I have to take him to the restroom. So here we are again today. We come home from the doctor's. What do you think he wants? Cup of tea. Guess what? My mother wants a cup of tea too. Well, I drank my cinnamon, or what was it? Something spice. Vanilla spice. I only brought 3 bags of that. It's gone. So Mom says, oh, I got some tea back there in the corner cabinet back there. And so I pull it out, and there's something else, another kind of spice, chai, I don't know. I'm not a real tea connoisseur. I mean, I used to just drink Lipton tea bags. I'd heat it up and put cream and sugar in it, and that was good for me. So now I'm having to make both of them tea. Now, it's not like it's a big deal, but I said, you know what I'd like? I'd like to have, a nice tea set. I always wanted to have a nice tea where I can make the tea, I can put it in the little pitcher and the little cup and it's steep, and then I want one of those little balls where we can put the tea and let it float in there and then pour the tea, and have little crumpets or something. So I said, I have a birthday coming up. Mom's the one that brought up about a silver tea bag thingamajiggy. So I'm just saying, and I said, I don't want it from China. So good luck with that. So anyway, everybody's now drinking tea. Well, tonight for their dinner, I made kale, sweet potatoes, roasted sweet potatoes, kind of cut them up and roasted them, and steak, which we had got at Costco, these ribeye steaks, which was something I was going to eat before I started phase 2. And so I made those, and then I made my husband one, and I'm like cutting it and slicing it. He's at work, so this is going to be for him to eat tomorrow. So I'm cutting, and I am looking at this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks delicious. And I can't believe it because we went to this organic farm in Atlanta, Georgia. Take that back, not Atlanta, Georgia. Northern Georgia, LJ, yeah. Anyway, we went there, and we go to this place that they have organic beef and that and buy it. And the lady told us, she said, you want the perfect steak, salt and pepper it, fry it in butter, real hot, get a good crust on it, and then finish it off on the grill. So anyway, of course, we're not going to go outside and grill because we know the weather. It's not good. And so I just fried it like that and then stuck it in the oven like 425 and then let it there for about 4 or 5 minutes. They were like this thick. And I'm not good at cooking meat. Ty does all the meat cooking most of the time. So anywho, I'm cutting the steak for him, and I took 2 bites of it. I know my mom can't hear me because she can't hear. She has hearing aids. So the TV's always blaring. My dad turns on the TV in the living room. It's blaring. And he sleeps. My mom turns the TV on in her bedroom, blaring, and she sleeps. We're like, because we're so used to quiet. So anyway, I took 2 bites of that steak, and I'm telling you, it was so freaking good. So, already day 2. I've never done anything like that in all my 6 rounds. I've never, ever done that. And it was good. And you know what really bugs me? Is that my stomach's not upset. Yesterday, my stomach wasn't upset. You think, I'm on phase 2, I can only have 500 calories. It would help a little bit more if my stomach was upset, that I didn't really care anything about food. So, anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm not getting any water in. I don't see how you ladies that are working and busy all the time, there's no way you can get your water in. I can't do it here, and I'm just running back and forth and get my... Wait a minute, because I got to plug this in. Last time it went dead on me, and then I had to start all over again. Okay. My gosh, I'd be so mad. Anyway, we shall see tomorrow. I was trying to get like 4 of these, my mason jar here, 4 of those suckers down. I think I have barely even got 1 down today. So I have got some tea in. It's very seldom I get to drink it hot because I'm always having to make their tea and mine gets cold. I'm waiting. Anyway, okay, I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go take a shower. And I guess that's it. I love you guys. I love you all. That's it. 12 minutes, for crying out loud. It's not as long as Miss HCG Girls yet. Pick out HCG family. Love you. Bye. Oh.